Hi, Karl Reamer, also known as Big Daddy. How are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you, Gail?
I'm doing great, and even better that you're here.
Oh,
I'm just so honored with all that you're doing to help our animals. Last time you were here, we talked about you with your band, and you raised money with the band. In fact, of October 19th of this year, you raised about $2,000.
right.
Where did that money go?
That was for Save a Pet, and it was the event was Banding Together Against Animal Abuse, and they care for a lot of animals there that have been abused. So the money goes towards veterinary care and.
Now, are they a 501c3?
Yes, they are.
They are a 501c3.
Yes.
And the last time that you had raised money the year before, that went to getting rid of puppy mills.
Yeah, that was our Banding Together Against Puppy Mills event, and we
Right.
raised $2,500 for that and helped them. That money went towards helping pulling the parent dogs from the puppy mills and rehabilitating them. And
You have
such.
done so much for animals. And I know right now you are losing weight. In fact, you've lost 30 pounds. And how is that going to help our animals?
Well, again, that money is going to Save a Pet. I'm very dedicated to them because of what they've done for me before. So far, we're up to about $6,700 in pledges.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, and that's going to Save a Pet, and we've already turned over about $1,700 with the weight I've lost so far, and that's going to go to their care. You know, goes to veterinary costs and all the things that they really need, rent and everything.
So if you're losing a pound, people can pledge $1, $2, $3, knowing that it's going to a
Yes.
great cause.
Yes,
And I understand that Save a Pet started 1994?
yes.
Okay. Well, you received an award recently, and I know how modest you are, but I think our viewers would like to see. It's called the Waldo Award. Could we see that video, please?
These three people genuinely love animals and genuinely just want to help any way they can. And about, God, it has to be 10 years ago, I got an email from somebody that said, "Hey, Dory, this guy emailed me. He has a band. He'd like to help out. He wants to help animals. He had a little Yorkie that passed away, and he wants to honor him any way he can to help animals." But she had moved away, and she couldn't, take advantage of him. So I said, "Yeah, I'll take advantage of him," and I did. And he has turned out to be not just an animal lover, not just the kindest, gentlest man you could imagine, but a very talented man, and he has become a very good friend of mine. And I would like to honor tonight with the Waldo Award, named after my dog Waldo, the best dog that ever lived, until I get to my next dog that is the best dog that ever lived. And I would like to give the Waldo Award to our own Karl Big Daddy Reamer.
You go, boy.
For his time, his talent, and his love. His love is as big as he is, and he's been losing weight to save lives. He is, pound for pound, he's losing weight to raise money for the Healthy Animals Fund, which I am still part of at the Brookhaven Animal Shelter, and your loss is their gain. Give it up.
What was that like for you?
That was a once in a lifetime thing. I think it was really. I was very humbled and honored by receiving that award.
Now, with Save a Pet, you also have Paws for Wars, and that, I believe, is affiliated.
Yeah, that's.
So tell us about that, too.
Dory, who is the founder of Save a Pet, is also the vice president of Guardians of Rescue.
Excellent
And they're
group.
doing an intense amount of work with the military. You know, they brought some dogs home from Afghanistan that were that some of the soldiers got attached to, but they couldn't bring them home. So they help you know,
I
to
love
raise
that.
money,
I love
to
that.
bring the dogs back.
Those dogs were their buddies when they were there.
Yeah,
No way did they want to leave them.
right.
And in addition to that, they also retrained the dogs, and
Yes.
they accompanied veterans, correct?
Yes, they train them for the veterans. They're
Right.
either, they can either be a vet therapy dog, or they could actually be that veteran's companion. And
Now-
they're bringing dogs out of high kill situations.
Out of high kill situations.
Yeah,
so
so
that
it's really
takes a lot of
awesome.
training. A lot of,
Yeah.
right. Now, I also know that in addition to mentoring, you've fostered a number of dogs, correct?
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Why would somebody want to foster an animal?
Well, I could answer why I would want to
Please.
foster an animal.
Please.
At one point, I was at Brookhaven Animal Shelter and giving out milk bones to the 180 dogs that were there. And, you know, I saw one dog, which was Hap, which you remember,
I know
I'm sure.
Hap.
And I just fell in love with him. And I said,
Aw.
not that he's any different than the other dogs, but I just didn't want to see him there anymore. So Dory helped get him out, get him to my house, and we found him a home. And that's why I like to do it, to foster the
Now,
dogs.
when you do foster care, is it very difficult to have to give up a dog?
No,
No, explain
Because-
that, because that's in
there's
people's
joy
minds.
in you know, Cisco almost went to somebody in Boston, and I was going to drive him there, but it didn't pan out. That would hurt a little bit for me because chances to see him again would just be pictures on Facebook. But, you know, chances are he's going to get adopted local, and I'll be able to still see him. I still see Hap, you know. I still get
You
to see
still
Hap.
see him.
He's in Shirley.
And sometimes things are going on in your life that you might be given the opportunity to help an animal for a short period of time, correct?
Uh-huh.
But you can't take the responsibility full time. Or maybe you know you're going to have a different job. So we do need people to foster. That's
Yes.
extremely important.
Yes.
And when you foster, you are very fortunate to have a group called Pet Peeves. And I
Yes.
understand that Lauren helps you train the animals
Yes,
that you're
she's
fostering to get ready for
fantastic.
adoption.
She is fantastic with helping me that way. She really is.
How long
also,
does it take? What does she do? She meets with them? She comes to your place?
Oh, she comes to my house, and we
Okay.
work in the driveway and in the backyard. And a couple of times when I've gone away, she's also taken Cisco because she has kennels there. You know, that's her business. So
Right.
she's does
All right.
volunteer
Now,
work.
you have mentioned Cisco a few times. I fell in love with Cisco. Cisco is becoming the star of Facebook, the internet. Cisco, from what I understand, was found in Gordon Heights
Mm-hmm.
and then was taken over to the Brookhaven Animal Shelter.
Yes.
And after 2 years, they were going to euthanize him.
Yeah.
And Dory, from what I understand, asked you to
Saved
help
him.
out.
Yes.
So how long have you had Cisco?
I've had Cisco for about 5 months.
About 5 months.
Mhm.
He's amazing. He's about 3 years old.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about him. And I know that you want him to be adopted. May I share with the audience a little bit about that?
Sure.
Big Daddy's going to have surgery. It's serious surgery, and it will be in the end of January. So what he needs to do is have Cisco adopted. He wants to get Cisco a loving home. What would it be that you would require of somebody to adopt Cisco?
Well, we would need vet references for sure.
Okay, veterinarian references.
Yes. Someone with a fenced-in backyard would be ideal, or else they have to commit to walking the dog on a leash or
Okay,
taking it-
exercise. And he's a
taking him
larger
to-
animal?
Yeah, taking him to a dog park. I mean, he likes to play. He likes to get out, and he loves it out in my backyard. Those are some of the requirements.
Is he a family dog?
Yeah.
He could be with children, family.
Sure.
He's about, what, 3 years old? And
3
what
years
is his background?
Well,
What's his ethnicity? What is
he's-
he made up of?
he's a mix of a pit bull and a German Shepherd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
It really is a great dog.
okay, so those are the requirements you would want of them, right?
Hmm.
Why would they want him?
Why would they want him? He's
Yeah.
a great companion.
He's a great companion.
Great companion.
And I-
Playful.
yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Very playful, obedient, very obedient.
Okay, so he's your buddy.
Yeah.
And I think that there are a lot of advantages to adopting a dog, perhaps even over fostering. And studies have been done. The endorphins, the beta endorphins kick in, make you calmer, less stressful.
Right.
I understand that it lowers your blood pressure.
I was just going to say that.
Right? So it's even better for people.
Yeah.
It also teaches children responsibility
Right.
and caring and going on to become caring parents.
Right.
So this is very essential. How can someone contact you? We're going to take a video look at our buddy Cisco. But how can someone contact you so that you can actually interview the person or family?
The easiest way to get me is on Facebook, Karl Big Daddy Reamer. It's Karl with a K.
Karl Big Daddy Reamer, K-A-R-L.
Big Daddy Reamer, right?
That's Facebook.
Or you could call me at the Act 1 office at 631-758-3505.
Repeat that again, please.
631-758-3505.
Okay. And then you'll set up an interview, a meet and greet.
A meet and greet, and you know, it could be just an initial meet and greet, and then if you want to bring your dog, if you have a dog, and see how they get along, you know, whatever it takes, whatever it takes.
I mean, we're coming near the holidays. It would be a wonderful gift.
Yeah.
We know it's responsibility, but it's a priceless gift, truly.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look
Okay.
at Cisco. This is called Good Boy, and then we're going to follow it up with some training.
Watch, he does this without treats. Cisco, sit. Good boy. Lay down. Good boy, Cisco.
Oh, Carly, we love him. And we need you to adopt this dog, but only if you are a person who wants a loving animal and a relationship and can take care of him.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yes.
Right. Now, you also, wrapping up this interview, you also make weekly visits, which you bring dog bones and go where?
Yes,
to
I
visit
go
Port
to
Jefferson
Save a
Station?
Pet Animal Rescue in Port Jeff.
Okay.
Dory Schofield is the founder.
Okay.
And I go there weekly to bring milk bones to the dogs and take photographs of every single dog that's there and put them on Facebook to promote them for adoption.
Oh, I love that. Now, when you go to visit, do you pet the animals? Do they have any kind of a program there where people can actually visit and see the animals and play with them?
Yeah, they can. They have a deck there that's fenced in, and you can be on the deck. I don't know. You might have seen that picture of all those puppies with me holding.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So you can interact with them. You could take them for walks, and you know, just go down there and see them. There's a lot of little dogs too, and I know that little dogs are popular. Right. So there's a lot of little dogs down there.
But there's a lot to be said for older dogs as well, is there not? What would be good about getting a dog that's older? And I know that many people do want puppies or very young dogs. But what about an older dog? Why shouldn't an older dog be adopted?
The older dogs are already house trained.
They're house trained.
Yeah,
right.
and they already, you know, they have already been trained. You know, most of them. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I thank you so much. And when we come back, we have Chief of Suffolk County. Oh, we didn't see the training video? Let's take a look at that.
Oh yes, the Pet Peeves.
Let's take a look at that training video.
Sit. Down. Down. Stay. All right.
That's Lauren from Pet Peeves.
That was Laura.
Yeah.
That was Lauren from there. Excellent. Well, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you,
and
Gail.
We're going to hear all about our rules, regulations, and all the programs.
I'm looking forward to
from
that.
Suffolk County. Yes, SCPTA, because this is going to be fabulous. We'll be right back.
Can I
Hope you're
run- can I
staying. You
run-
just moved in.